Right. Thank you, Lasco Hirlik. Senator, thank you so much for raising this, and thank you for the email to us. I have to say I received the email and panicked onto the phone to a friend who's an accountant to say, is this true? Is this real? Is this an impact? Because it was something that I hadn't considered. And while I would hope that at no stage would I need to have to make claims at the same time, it is good to be mindful of it, and that there is. I suppose it's the cynics out there would listen to us and say that when you have a government senator and an opposition senator agreeing it has to be about entitlements for members of the Oireachtas. So I'm wary of that, and so obviously I would imagine that the Minister would also be wary of that in looking at amendments, and in the context of such a fantastic social welfare bill, which is just really exceptional, and an exceptional spend and investment in our state, to slip this in, which is what we would be accused of in the media, would be unwise. But I think that it does certainly suggest that we need a much wider debate. We need a wider debate about attracting people into politics, retaining them in politics, and how we support them after politics. I have had the experience of a former member of the House needing to be brought through how to do a CV, how to do, because they were in politics from so high, probably their nappy was changed while they were out on the road canvassing. But I think the point is incredibly well made, that there is a disproportionate impact on women in politics, and attracting women in politics, as you so very articulately say, is really the challenge, and retaining them in politics is really quite the challenge. I am very fortunate in that my husband never refers to babysitting our daughter. He never refers to any of that. He is the primary carer, has been from the moment she was born, and is exceptional. And I am fortunate because I am able to be here because I have someone at home who is doing that, and parents who can visit me on Oireachtas TV. Hello. But in that context, we do need a debate, and I think that it is wise for us as a Seanad to perhaps ask the leader to set aside time, that we have a discussion on that pathway to politics as a very noble career. All too often we are pilloried, we are criticised, we are accused. You'll see on lots of feeds on social media about corruption and brown envelopes and all sorts of things, when the history of politics in this country would be that an exceptionally small number of people have chosen an ill path, while an exceptionally large number of people make great personal sacrifices. And while we may differ on policy and we may differ on ideology, there is no doubt to the sincerity of having a better country for all of our citizens, and that all of us come in basking in the privilege of that. So I do support very much that we need a debate on this. I would also add to that in Senator Crockwell's email to us asking for support for this amendment, I learned a piece. I've also learned something from Senator Higgins's contribution today with regard to voluntary contributions. So it does suggest we probably need a wider campaign around understanding our entitlements. And I know as a party, Fine Gael, we distribute leaflets to our constituents and to our areas of Know Where You Stand, which was originated by my colleague, Deputy Bruton. And in that, I have learned, over the years, I've learned lots of things from that, but we probably need it at a national level, that we need that level of people understanding, because when we have so many entitlements, when there are so many things to access, we probably need it put down into a way that it is reasonably accessible. So thank you very much for raising this debate. I think it's something that needs to go on. From my part, I will be raising it again in order of business, and I think we all should be asking the leader to facilitate that, and thank you for that. Thank you.